Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's car's a Mazda 3 SKYACTIV-G Takumi. So this is a 2.5 litre, 140 horsepower engine running for a 6-speed manual gearbox, front drive of course, and in jet black metallic. So a one owner car, a demonstrator effectively, car with currently around about 1700 miles. So jet black metallic with the contrast gunmetal grey alloys. This is a signature of a SKYACTIV-G. If you obviously look at the chrome work here on the sort of window trim, and you've always got privacy glass as well. So that's the rear window and the side glass. Coming around to the back of the car, you have high LED headlamp system, rear light system, I beg your pardon. We have reversing camera here. This is one of 4 around the car, and reverse park sensors on the rear bumper as well as front at the front. So we'll show you that when we get there. So just walking around, being a low mileage demo car, it's in great nick condition. There is no marks, scratches or chips at this stage. As I present you to the driver's door, we have keyless entry system, so you can grab the handle and exit the car without physically touching the fob. We have power fold mirrors, which again are heated and electric, and they have indicators within the actual covers of the rear view mirrors. Come around to the front, LED headlamps with full high beam function, so really useful at night time, and they're a really good lights, and they're an adaptive light, so when you turn the steering wheel it will start to shine left and right around bends as well. So quite a high spec car, and we'll dive inside shortly. So I mentioned at the front parking sensors, and one of the 4 cameras is just tucked up under there. The other 2 are attached to the door mirrors, so you have a surround view. So we'll start by going to the back of the car and jump inside. Okay, so touchpad here is where you'll find entry into the boot. In this particular car we have an accessory rear load liner, which is rubberized and it's molded to fit correctly. But lifting the carpet, you'll be presented with a BOSE subwoofer. So again, it's got full BOSE audio, and what you'll find is you'll have a compressor with foam, but all the other tools for you. But you can buy an accessory spare wheel kit if you're not comfortable just with the foam kit in itself. Fully removable parcel shelf, and of course we can fold the seats down dead easy on a 60-40 split. Coming into the back of the car, full leather interior of course. This is a contrast black and brown, so we have some brown stitch and some perforated brown sections where your bum and your back rest. Carpet mats are in this car too, and then on the door card again a signature strip with chrome, more stitching in a brown copper colour, and gloss black detailing around the door pull and the electric window switch. There is ISOFIX, which is designed for children's safety seats, and there's one on each side. So there's 2 in the car with ISOFIX capability. Pull out armrest for adults or children with drinks, and a dark head lining, which is signature again of a Takumi. Okay, grabbing the door handle, so keyless if you've got the key in your pocket. We're presented with a driver's door with a lovely stainless steel BOSE speaker cover. We have again the same design of perforations and stitches, black and brown on the driver's seat, with fully electric operation, and in this instance a memory function, so you can store both the seats and the mirrors for 2 different driver positions. Also a series of switches, mostly saying off. The car has stop-start technology called iStop at Mazda. This will allow the car to turn off in traffic lights, in scenarios when you come to a halt. You need to induce it though by popping the car into neutral, and the car will fundamentally turn itself off. We'll leave all the lights, wipers, heating, air conditioning and audio on for you, and it's simply to press the clutch and off you go again. We have a traction and stability system, again front drive, so it'll stop the car spinning its wheels in slippy, icy and wet conditions. We also have a reversing park sensor off switch. This is very useful if you fit a tow bar or indeed a rear cycle carrier. And a quick access to your surround view cameras through the view function, which is necessitating to go into reverse or driving close to an object. And then lastly, where our cars have a lot of alerts, both visual and audible, the audible parts can be diminished with a push button here, and that will leave the visuals on. It is an action you must complete every time you turn the car on and off. So I'm going to hop in. And we have inside a multifunction steering wheel. So on the left side you've got audio controls, the ability to change the source. The source would encompass AM, FM, DAB, Bluetooth, and of course, if you've paired your smartphone access to Apple and Android CarPlay, which is wireless. This side is more safety functions, speed limiter, of course, and 2 versions of adaptive cruise control. So I'm just going to pop the car on. This will power the dash up, and this is where you'll see the ability to configure and control. So I'm talking about the flare on the car here with the sun coming through. However, quite simply, no steering assist, steering assist. What steering assist fundamentally does, it centres the car in the lane. So as you're on a motorway, dual carriageway, somewhere with clear white solid lines that the car can visualise, it will then centre itself in the lane. So the right hand side one you steer, the left hand one, you still need to keep your hands on the wheel, but the car will then just adjust itself within the lane. So keeps the car perfectly centred and fatigue reduced by the customer, so you can just concentrate on driving and steering if needs be. So we have a speed limiter, which is very useful with lots of 20-mile-an-hour zones. It's quite easy to get points just for creeping over 20. So again, it can be set from 20 miles an hour, I think up to over 120 miles an hour. Okay, we have a head-up display, so I'm going to use my phone to zoom in. And we have a digital there representation showing 0 and 30, 0 being the actual current road speed, 30 is the speed for this particular road. Okay, and that's all from a projection box just on the top there. So coming across, we have a tablet-based system which gives you lots of information around sat-nav from Mazda, assuming you're using your own. Your own would be there for wireless connectivity to use your smartphone. We also have a wireless charging pad which facilitates that too, so you can pop your phone on there, phone will connect, and then you can start to access Apple and Android. So back out of there, you've also got other telephone preparation, including just conventional Bluetooth connectivity. And into entertainment, it will also show you the other sources that you can have, as I mentioned earlier. But dead easy to access Apple and Android. It sits on the right hand side there. Once the phone is paired and connected, you'd either push up for an Android or down for an Apple CarPlay. When I say up and down, we're referring to this controller here. So this twists, it goes up, down, left, right, and clicks down to engage a function. We've also got quick access for audio, Mazda's inbuilt nav, and a home function, and a curly backspace. You also note our cars have electronic parking brakes with a full auto hold function, so that will effectively allow the car to engage the handbrake automatically when you come to a halt in traffic or on hills or any potential when you're stationary. We have a mini audio control just for really the passenger. The driver gets their own just built into the steering wheel here. So we've moved back up again. We have a full climate control system with a left and right sided ability, or you can sync and it does as the driver prefers. Fans in the middle, and then you've got heated driver and passenger seats and a heated steering wheel. All really nice features, keep you nice and warm in the winter months. So in a nutshell, this is a very nice high spec Takumi 2.5 manual gearbox Mazda 3 hatchback. So I'm going to hop out and conclude this video. So this demonstrator is now available to buy. Please inquire through any of our usual dealer sources. They may not be at the source of where you are based, so we have 3 locations in Orpington, Bookham and Weybridge. So thank you for reviewing this video.